Here's my demo of the Blackstar Fly3 mini bass amp. I've gotten a lot of criticisms about unboxing and talking about it without having done a demo. I really like it. I played a lot of miniature amps in the past, and the technology has definitely improved where it actually sounds pretty decent playing a bass through it. The problem was that bass usually overdrove the speakers too much, and it wasn't a good kind of overdrive. It didn't sound good at all. So I'm going to go through this. It's going to be very simple. The controls are very simple. You have a level, which is also the same thing as a gain. I have a depth knob that actually adds a little more bass, a little bottom to it. We have a compression. There's a ratio knob to adjust your the rate of compression, and then there's a master out or master level for volume. The two knobs up top here are the Overdrive, which puts it into another channel to get you a little distortion, and this top one is kind of like a Octave effect that gives you that effect with that button. As you turn it in, it actually mixes it into the dry signal. All right, this is the power switch right here, and these two things are two of the things I really like about it. Allows you to be able to use it as a headphone amp, or play your bass without it being heard. This one is actually the aux in, which is where you can plug in your music source, and here is where you can plug into your headphones. And the cool thing about it is they did make it 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 inch, so that you don't have to actually use the adapter to do it. All right, so there it is. We're going to play a little bit, and we'll start with the volume being about, let's just say about halfway, or the gain about halfway, and the master out being about halfway. And let's start with the depth being on 0 and the compression on 0. All right, and none of the effects, no octave effect and no overdrive. So we'll try it. That should be a clean signal. All right. All right, that is, I am actually playing through a 5-string bass, so that, of course, the B string is not going to handle the sound. I mean, it's not going to handle the sound of the B string as well because of, you know, how low it is. But other than that, it does pretty well for what I'm pushing through it. All right, so let's change it a little bit, up the game a little bit. Let's put the depth about halfway and give it a little bass. See what else happens here. So it gets a little deeper. Sounds a little better too. So let's do this. Let's push the depth all the way up. Let's see what it sounds like. It's pretty deep. Of course, it gets way too deep when you go to finger style. All right, so let's go ahead and let's back the depth off a little bit, and let's turn the output up a little bit just so we can get a little more volume, and we're going to see what the compression does. I'm going to turn the compression about a quarter ways up. as you can see, the notes get a little more even, and we don't get as many peaks in terms of volume, and it kind of, you know, kind of keeps it all within a certain range, and which is pretty useful, especially with this smaller speaker, to not get the wrong kind of overdrive for that speaker. All right, so that sounds good. Let's take the compression about halfway. Take it to the finger style a little bit. It even helped there a little bit. Still overdriving some, but it's at least it's kind of pulling the sound in a little bit so it doesn't overdrive too much. All right, let's push the overdrive all the way up. Let's see what happens. You can really hear it squashing the sound there, and it's really on both ends. It's kind of keeping that dynamic range down. And now you can even put the B string through it a little bit. Never mind the buzz that's coming from my adjustment on the bass. Alright, so that's compression all the way up. Let's turn it back off. Alright, let's do this. Let's turn, let's get a little bit of the octave going on a little bit and see what it sounds like here. It's about quarter ways up now. So it's actually a little, it's very subtle. Let's see, let's turn it up just a little bit more, let's say about halfway. See if we can get a little more effect on it. Yeah, I can actually hear it now. Alright, let's turn it all the way. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you can actually hear it now. Alright. Let's see if we can do it with a little compression on it. See if that helps out a little bit with the buzzing. It did. Alright, so that's a little useful little tool, something to play around with. That's all. Actually, you know what? That's all the way up with the octave. Okay, let's turn the octave off. Turn compression off, and let's turn on the overdrive. Let's see what we got. That I can hear it even just even. It puts the volume way up. That's more of the breakup you want with distortion. Instead of, it's more naturally overdriving the speaker rather than when I'm putting too much through it. Yep, I like it. Let's see what happens when I put a little compression on it with it. So that tames it a little bit, and maybe may not be what you want when you think of overdrive. but I'm sure you this is something you can play around with and get it to your taste. But that's basically it. All the different kinds of tones that you can get on this particular thing. I'll do one more. I'll turn the bass all the way up. Overdrive is on, no compression. Alright, that's it for that. All the mistakes and all, but you should get an idea about how the Blackstar Fly3 mini bass amp or these mini bass speakers can actually handle. Honestly, with a 4-string, you shouldn't have any problem at all. And I was able to somewhat push a 5-string through it. So if you have any hesitation about buying one, don't have it anymore. I like them. I think they're great. They're great for practicing anywhere. It's small enough to throw it in your book bag or in your gig bag. You can practice silently in a hotel room. You can practice in your car. Oh yeah, one of the best features ever is it has a battery compartment in the back where you can put 6 batteries, and without the power cord, you can play this anywhere. You can have a concert in the park if you want to. And as you can see, this is the main speaker, but you also can buy it with the extension, which takes it from 3 watts to 6 watts. And there's a connection in the back that kind of attaches them together and gives you that sound. Alright, so that's it. That's my review. Maybe I'll do a better one a little later on, but that's it. And I think that should generally give you an idea of how it goes. Thank you very much. Have a great day.